Okay, so I hope you can hear me. Welcome everybody to the International Online Conference of Embodied Intelligence. I hope you can hear me, and if you can hear me, maybe you can just wave your hand or put some sign on the Zoom interface. Excellent. Thank you very much for joining. We have a very exciting 2.5 days of EI'25 conference with a record high number of talks in the of 145 talks in the next 2.5 days. So before starting this introduction, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Fumiya Iida. I'm in University of Cambridge, and I'm a general chair of EI conferences. And this year we have a 5th edition, and I'm very looking forward to exciting discussion about embodied intelligence in the next 2.5 days. So I want to start with practical information about this conference. So this is online conferences, and the main session of this conference will be recorded and will be distributed in the embodiedintelligence.org website as soon as it will be edited after the conference. And this is online conferences, so we just need to have a bit of rules, the basic rules that you need to follow, especially all the participants, except for the speaker, should mute your microphones, and otherwise we need to force mute your microphone. And this year, we are trying to use this new interface of the WhatsApp community. So this is an online platform. Anyone can join and post your questions, comments, or suggestions, feedback. And you can interact with the speakers and chairs of the session. So please join WhatsApp community if you have any account in this application. And then we will be interacting through this online platform. And otherwise, we will have a staff member ready to help you with any technical issues, problems, feedback, suggestions. So please use Zoom chat for your feedback, or you can put your comments on WhatsApp, or simply send us emails, and then we will be trying to solve you as quick as we can. Okay, so then I would like to introduce the overall program of the Embodied Intelligence Conference 2025. And we have a very busy schedule for next 2.5 days with almost 150 talks packed in this in the 2.5 days. And each day we have a morning session and afternoon session, and each session start with a plenary introduction presentation, followed by plenary talk and panel discussions. And finally, we end with the panel, breakout sessions with a lot of talks during the at the end of session. And we are also organizing in-person event on April 27th. For those interested and able to come to Lausanne in Switzerland, EPFL is organizing in-person event about embodied intelligence. So please think about joining this in-person event as well. And obviously, this conference doesn't happen without the support of many members of our groups in the background. And especially I'd like to thank all the main organizers, Josie Hughes from EPFL, and Veronica, Chapa, Nages, Arsen, and Kai from Cambridge, helping all the organization of conference. As well as lots of members from Bio-Inspired Robotics Lab in Cambridge and the Create Lab in EPFL. Okay, and we are here to help you as much as possible. And if you have any questions, any comments, feedback, please feel free to contact us, and then we will try to follow up your request and suggestions. Okay, so otherwise, I'd like to start the introduction of this conference, EI 2025, starting with a brief history of our community. So we have a kind of long history starting almost more than 20 years ago, starting with Embodied AI workshop in Dachstuhl Castle in Germany 2003, where we started with about 50 or 60 people discussing the topics of embodied AI research. But then every few years, we have meetings and conferences in this community. One of the biggest turning point was the formation of a soft robotics community, which gives the opportunity to discuss really embodied intelligence in the context of robotics. And that has started around 2010, and then it turns into the conference, annual conference of RoboSoft, as well as the Journal of Soft Robotics, and so on and so forth. And then 2021, in the middle of pandemic, we decided to do an online conference of embodied intelligence to have bring more interdisciplinary international people coming back to this conference. And ever since, we organize this event every year. And we also have an in-person event from 2022. And this year, we will have a fourth in-person event of embodied intelligence conference. And the main objectives of this EI 2025 conference is basically we want to discuss all different aspects of embodied intelligence. What do we mean by embodied intelligence? What are the different views? What are different definitions? How can we discuss theoretical, philosophical foundations of embodied intelligence? And especially now, why we need to discuss this embodied intelligence in the age of AI, and what's the difference between AI and the EI, and what are the challenges and perspectives of embodied intelligence in the age of AI in particular. And obviously, as researchers, we are really interested in how we can bring societal impacts of this research output. And that is another important topic that we want to discuss in this conference. More importantly, I think this is the event to develop an international and interdisciplinary community. And we do this event exclusively in online format so that the many people from worldwide, all over the world, and with a different background, interdisciplinary background, can join this event easily and hop in, hop out freely. And then hopefully we can also develop ideas for the next step collaborations. And especially we are organizing this ebook publication opportunities, as well as a future workshop conference. And in any case, what's really important for this workshop is having fun, right? So we want to have a stimulating discussion about embodied intelligence with as many enthusiasts as possible from all over the world. And then we can have a active and a productive community afterwards. So what is embodied intelligence? So it's very difficult to define. It's actually not really defined terms, but lots of people have a different ideas, different concepts, different meanings of embodied intelligence. But what's important in embodied intelligence is that a very interdisciplinary concept. So we will have a lot of different kind of participants in this conference, starting from biology, neuroscience, cognitive scientists, and also we have philosophers and lots of engineers, robotics, material science, physicists, and computer scientists, and so on. So it's very difficult to find one common definition of embodied intelligence that applies to all of the interdisciplinary participants, but we just keep it open, and we want to have a broad definition so that we can have interesting cross discussions of the different discipline. And but in any case, we also have two main objectives of this research of embodied intelligence. On the one hand, we want to understand and discover ourselves, our biological systems. And another important missions of this research area is imitating and building bio-inspired machines based on our understanding of biological embodied intelligence. This field has a lot of different meanings in embodied intelligence, but one of the always the important discussion is the different paradigms of embodied intelligence. A lot of people talk about the think, act paradigm of intelligence, also known as good old-fashioned AI. Thinking has been a very important concept to discuss what the intelligence is. But in this case, a lot of people think about the computational oriented intelligence or brain-centric views of intelligence and so on. But this is only a small part of the concept of a broader meaning of intelligence, and the embodied intelligence should actually go beyond what are traditionally thought as a think, act paradigm. So what we are thinking about embodied intelligence is really taking the dynamics and morphology of a physical body as a media of interfacing between information world and physical world, and how we can really think about intelligence as the emerging phenomena of the physical and the informational processing, as well as physical and cyber interaction. So we want to keep it open definition, but we are interested in many ways how the physicality of a body plays a role to make ourselves or make our machines intelligent and adaptive in the real world environment. And this framework of embodied intelligence has been very, very successful in the last decades, and especially in the context of embodied intelligence conference in the last 5 years, we achieved many, many interesting discussions in the last 5 years. And if you're interested in what we discussed in the last years, you can actually look at this EI conference proceedings. Every year, we try make this a follow-up publications of a conference discussions. And most of the papers put in this proceedings, follow-up proceedings, basically the opinion papers that can be very difficult to publish elsewhere. In the last 3 editions of the proceedings, we have over 70 publications in this series. And we're also organizing this proceedings this year for the deadline, August 2025. So please do think about your discussions to be put in this EI conference proceedings. So just to give you a bit of highlights of the proceedings of EI 2023. So we have lots of 17 papers in this proceedings, but some of them have a very novel concepts, like how to think about intelligence as a computation processes, and whether the brain learners can be a very important topics to think about AI and the human relationships. And then lots of computer scientists discussing about the information theoretic aspects of acting agents, roboticists talking about soft robots as the inherent stochastic systems. There are a lot of researchers talking about different domain embodied intelligence, such as embodied intelligence in transportation system. There are people talking about intelligence in musical research. And then there are many other philosophical topics, like how to think about the morphological computation in the context of education processes, and also the continuous development of a neural simulation. And then robotics and religion is another very philosophical question. So this proceedings is a very flexible and very open-minded atmosphere for the discussions to to be put in publication for the future references. So please enjoy your conference this year, and then also thinking about how to formulate these interesting discussions into the proceedings afterwards. We are also organizing an in-person event this year in the context of RoboSoft 2025. So here is the in-person event celebrating 25 years of a publication of Understanding Intelligence book. Many of us actually use this book as a textbook for embodied intelligence, and we got the very established researchers joining this in-person meeting on April 27, and in the EPFL Switzerland. So please do think about joining this event in April if you can. So this is almost the end of the introduction of this EI'25 conference, but at the end, I just want to remind you that this EI conference is completely free of charge, and anyone can hop in, hop out as you want. But this one doesn't come for free on our end. So if you can afford this registration fee, please contribute the voluntary contribution in this website over here, and that will be highly appreciated for the organizing the sustainable organization of conference in the future. Okay, so with this, I'd like to stop my introduction of a EI'25 conference, and I would like to welcome everyone to enjoy this conference in the next 2.5 days. And once again, I want to remind you to join this WhatsApp community, and you can click this chat, Zoom chat for the link to join this WhatsApp WhatsApp community. All right, so with this, I'd like to stop my introduction and move into the program for the first day. So we have a very exciting program of the first day, EI 2025, with the 3 plenary speakers, as well as many short talks for panel discussion, as well as breakout session. And I think it's a little early to earlier than the program, but I think we can already move into the very exciting first plenary talk speaker by Professor Nicola Creighton.